Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be answering a question I get asked a lot, and it's about how do my designs look sharp, how do they look crisp, questions like that. I'm going to be answering them in this video. So yeah, let's hop into Photoshop. So this is a design I worked on for an anniversary of a church, and this was what it looked like before I made it sharp, before I made it crisp. So what I always do is, after I'm done designing, one thing I do is I merge visible of all layers. There's a shortcut for that: Command Shift Alt E if you are using a Mac, or if you are using Windows is Control Shift Alt E. So after doing that, the next thing I do is I go to filter and I go to camera raw filter. So this is where most of the magic happens, in camera raw filter. So things I always adjust, and this is, will I say, context specific, because the camera raw filter I generate for this design might not work for other designs. But what I'm about to do now, the basics can be applicable for every type of design. So what I do first is I increase the contrast a little bit. I can reduce my shadows. I can come to my whites. By just adjusting the slider, I should see what happens. I can increase my whites. I can reduce my black. So I've created a little bit of contrast in the design now, and everything is not just bright. So after doing that, I really adjust the temperature. I really come here. I can increase my vibrance. So see, so far, see what we have. Then here I add texture. So most times I keep the texture about, let's say, 23 to about 30, and I increase my clarity a little bit as well. I reduce my vignettes. Moving it to the left darkens the corners. Moving it to the right adds white. So I'm going to the left, I'm darkening this, and most times why I do this is it creates this kind of, will I say, focus or focal point at the center of the design. The sides are dark, the middle is bright, you get. So I always decrease the vignette. Then I also add grain. This is another way of sharpening your design. When you add grain, you're adding noise, and noise makes the pixels, adds more contrast to the pixels, and it sharpens them. So another thing is curve. I rarely come here. Most times I use this in the adjustment layers instead of using it in the camera raw filter. So another important part is the color mixer. I play with the different hues here. So I look at the colors I have on my design. What colors do I have here? I can see red, I can see orange, I can see blues, purples, and magenta. So those are the colors I play with. But one thing you should know about red is the color on the skin, it appears as red, you get. So if you mess with red a lot, it might affect the skin tone of your subject. So let's go to magentas. Shifting magentas, you can see the difference is not a lot, but we're getting something. Purples, then you can see. So we had a lot of purple before, but I'm taking it towards blue. So I'm taking it towards blue, and my blues, I'm moving it towards these blue parts. So I'm laying more emphasis on the blues. I'm having more blues than just purples all around. So now the color palette is kind of diversified now. So we have this. Greens, I don't really have a lot of greens, so I won't see any significant difference. Yellows, a little bit of yellows. Orange, yeah, we'll definitely see something on orange. So I can increase my yellows a little bit. My oranges, I don't really want that, so I'll move it here. Red, like I said, red is very, you have to be careful while adjusting the red, so I just leave it like that. Then I sharpen. sharpening. Color grading too is something you can master as well, but this affects like the overall design, and if you are not skillful, you can turn your design to something else. So after that, then calibration also helps. So just dragging the slider. Now I don't want that. Something like this will work. Green, now still maintain that. Then blue, we should see a difference here. So I have more blues now. So I press OK. So now you can see the difference. See what we had before and see what we have after. Another thing you can do is, most times when you want to add colors or still sharpen, another thing you can do is filter noise. You can still add noise, a little bit of noise. I'll advise you to duplicate the layer or add noise. Go to noise, add noise. But one thing about this noise here is this noise is kind of destructive, so I'll still advise you to use the noise in Camera Raw filter. Another way to sharpen is filter. Can come to sharpen. I use this a lot. There are different options: sharpen edges, sharpen more, smart sharpen, or sharp mask. All of this will sharpen. They will sharpen your designs, but the one I use the most is smart sharpen, and this is the settings that I use, and it works very well for me. So the amount 200, the radius 1.0, and reduce noise to 10. So this is what works for me the most. Then another one I learned and you can use is you going to filter, go to order, and then you go to custom, and don't mess with the settings here, and just press OK. And if you look, you see that the design has been sharpened, but sometimes it might be destructive, sometimes it might be constructive and work for you. So all you can do is just to maybe reduce the opacity. Yes, and this will work for you. So you can add noise, you can use the sharpen filters, or you can decide to use the Camera Raw filter or use this custom method. Then what else do I do? Sometimes I play with these adjustment layers, probably make videos about them and how I use them, but I use the saturation adjustment layer, color balance, photo filter, color lookup. I use color lookup a lot. So sometimes one thing that always works well is if you use this 3 strip, or no, use 2 strip, and then you go and change the blend mode to overlay. It adds more contrast, it has more vibrance. So see how it looked like before and see how it looks like now. So those are some of the things that I do before exporting my design to make them look sharp, to make them look crisp, and to make them look, let's say, breathtaking. Now I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching, and I want to be seeing more sharp and crispy designs. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.